In this video I'm going to give you my review and opinion on a Harbor Freight angle grinder that I think is one of their best angle grinders they've sold in the last several years. It's the BAUER angle grinder. This is what the box looks like. It's the 8 amp 11,000 RPM one. Now this is my second one. Actually about 7-8 years ago I purchased, I can show you here on my iPad, this Drill Master, which is this one right here, and that thing went to crap in about 6 months. So then I bought this one here, the Chicago pneumatic one. Got one there for $20. And I bought that one about 3 years ago, and it actually worked really well for probably 1.5 years. I sharpened lawnmower blades with it, I cut some sheet metal with it, and up until about 6 months ago, worked perfectly fine. And it lost all its power, so I put the new brushes in it that come with it, and that did absolutely nothing. It turned on, spun fine, but as soon as you gave pressure to something, it would just stop running. It was like something broke in the gearbox. So I learned my lesson in buying those cheap tools. Now this BAUER is not an expensive tool, and I wouldn't say it's super cheap. It's right around 50 bucks. And I bought one of these about 6 months ago and was totally shocked at how much power it had. And I usually like to have 2 of these, one set up with kind of this flap grinding disc. You can see it right there. And then another one set up with like a cutoff disc on it. That way I'm not switching back and forth, depending on if you got a job that's going to take you quite a while. It's much easier to have 2 of them ready to go than to switch back and forth from cutoff to grind and so forth. So the other one that I've had, like I said, I've had about 6 months and really like it. So I just bought this one maybe about a week ago. I'll give you a close-up of what it looks like. And just been super impressed with it. So now I have one identical to this with a cutoff wheel on it, and this one here has the grinding wheel on it. Makes jobs a little bit quicker just doing it that way. It does come with the instruction manual. As you can see, I haven't even opened that one. It does come with a guard right there, and it does come with this. It's kind of a wrench so you can easily take off the nut on the end of it. Also comes with this grip if you want to use that. If you're really bearing down on something, you're going to want this grip on here, and it will thread on either the left side or the right side, just like that. Or if you're just doing some light work, maybe some really thin sheet metal, you don't really want to bear down on this. You kind of want to get in there and do some delicate work, or maybe you need to get into a tight space that threads off of there real easy. But basically, to change the tool, all you do is push this button right here down, and then whatever your abrasive or cutoff wheel comes off. Really easy. So just to demo it, I've got a lawnmower blade on my push mower that's just now starting to dull up. It's not real bad, but I can just sharpen it up a little bit. I can just tell I had cutting some heavy grass and wasn't going through it too well. So we'll take this out, plug it in, and we'll sharpen up that lawnmower blade. You guys can hear what it sounds like, and I'm not going to have to bear down on it too hard, but you can put a lot of pressure on this thing and it still keeps turning. So once again, very impressed with this one. They do have another one that I believe has like a big paddle back here. Pretty much the same grinder, but has a larger paddle. So when you go to the store, this one's the trigger. I didn't really care for the paddle feel, but that's another option they have as well. So we'll head outside and do some grinding. Alright, so I'm just going to sharpen up this blade real quick, and you guys can kind of see how it works, hear how loud it is. It is kind of loud. It's a little louder than the old Chicago pneumatic I had. There we go. So just to kind of show you, if you want to hold the trigger in, you do have a trigger hold right here. And now all you gotta do is hit the trigger for it to release. And that's about it. Just as a recap, stay away from that Drill Master. Stay away from the Chicago pneumatic one. And this one here is probably gonna last you quite a long time. And it's got plenty of power to do some of those hard, tough jobs. So I hope this video was informative, and thanks for watching.